It has been. I'm sitting here talking to myself. Welcome back to another episode of Mountain Bike Q&A, folks. I'm your host, Johnny Yu. You already know that. And you know this is Mountain Bike Q&A because you're here. Anywho, I'm a big dumb animal. Thank you guys for jumping in. We've got somebody in the section here right now, comment section. I do want to thank you guys. This is episode 90. Holy cow. Can I get to 100 this year? Let's hope. Let's hope I can get 10 more people to want to be on this show. I really appreciate you guys for all the support. I can't believe I've been doing this for so long. I do want to say thank you to Windman Crater Camp. I want to thank Windman. A couple weeks ago, I was invited to the Crater Camp by JT, the Dusty Dutchman, and I wanted to publicly thank him and Windman for putting on an incredible event, 3 days of creating, riding, and just having a freaking blast. And they say you can't meet your heroes, but I met so many of them that weekend. And I want to thank everybody who was a part of that and for allowing me to be a part of it. But without further ado, forgot. If you're new, hit like and subscribe. Also, when I put this on the Spotify in a few days, leave a review if you could, please. I haven't seen any in a minute, but I appreciate if you guys did that. I've been really bad at putting them on right after. Okay, I'm going to stop talking. I'm wasting Nathan's valuable time here. Let's bring on Nathan from Ride Reactive. Nathan, what's going on, brother?
Hey, man, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, man. It's a pleasure to be here.
We had some technical issues, folks.
We had some technical issues before we got on. And you know what? That's almost my style. I think you ask any of my friends and they'll be like, yeah, that guy's always late. It's always something.
You changed the background color.
You know what? I noticed you were rocking green. I was like, hey, I'm going to match. You know what I mean?
Let's
theme it out, you know?
Let me hop in on over here. It's opposite in the chat here. We got Jeff Jackson, your buddy.
Yo, what's up, Jeff? Shout out to Jeff, man. He's a homie.
He says, hold on, let me text him and stress him out more.
Yeah.
Jeff Jackson. My buddy Dave Urell, you're worth the wait. Gosh darn it, you make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Elena, I think this might be his son. Yeah, it's his son, John. He's a little shredder. And then we got Mark Hill. The segment is watching.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah.
Holy cow. Awesome.
Let's go.
You know Mark?
You know what? I think I met them at the what's it called? The Sedona Mountain Bike Festival, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I believe that was them. That was there.
Yeah, they were probably there.
One day I think we had a couple beers. Ooh. I might have been a little bit saucy that night. Might have been having a little bit of fun with the friends up there. Yeah.
That's what it's all about, really. It's the only time I drink beers when I went on a mountain bike.
Mm-hmm. I've been cutting back.
Yeah, I had my quota at the Crater Camp up in Wisconsin for I think the next 2 years. It was so funny. Yeah, he says yes, sir. You saw him out there.
Yeah, those are good. Those are good dudes.
So tell me a little bit about yourself, Nathan. Where are you located at?
So I'm in Phoenix, Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of situated on the west side of South Mountain. And I've been out here ever since I got out of the military back in 2014. And just been out here working and living and raising my family and dogs and it picked up mountain biking back in 2020.
Wow.
And I was kind of wasn't really so much a COVID rider, but getting out of the military, I was skateboarding and got some pretty serious injuries from that. And that kind of took me out of that. And I just kind of started feeling like I was getting a little too old to be hanging out at the skate park and stuff like that. And then, you know what I mean? And so one of my friends who lives in the Midwest, he was like, shout out to my buddy Tony. He's like, man, all the stuff you're going through. He's like, I really think you should start mountain biking. And he kept pushing me for maybe a year or two. It was and then eventually I was like, yeah, you know what? I think I am going to get a bike. I think it'd help me recover so I can get back into skateboarding. And, shortly after taking up mountain biking, it was I'm glad I'll just say this. I'm glad I never got any like skateboarder for life tattoos or anything like that. Cause mountain biking just completely took over. Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. And to see your Instagram, you've come a long way. I mean, you're like really good mountain biker. I mean, I love seeing it. But it upsets me that like so many people, I've been riding for 20 some years and I see these people riding 4 or 5 years and they're like shredders.
Oh man, thanks.
Big up on you,
I'm
man.
okay. I'm okay. I'm not like there's a lot of other people I look up to in mountain biking, and I'm just like, I still look to those guys. I'm like, those guys are shredders. You know what I mean? But there's definitely levels to this, I guess.
My wife says, love
I'm
the
still
beginnings of
learning.
my wife says, love the beginnings of a podcast. It's like we're on your first date with you.
Yeah, that's exactly how it is. So
Oh,
funny. Yeah.
where'd you go to school?
I just love forced awkward situations.
It's like boom, right away. I've never met this guy. And reach out. You want to talk for an hour or two?
Yeah,
Sure
right.
thing.
Yeah. Let's just get right into it. You know what?
So I love to hear the first riding experience of because the terrain out there is so much different
Yeah,
than
we're
a lot of
blessed.
places.
We're
It's
we're
dead.
we're blessed, honestly, to have what we the type of terrain we have in our backyard and close access to it. And I think that's why so many people out here are great riders. And I don't even consider myself to be a great rider because there's so many shredders out here. I mean, there's
Yeah.
just everybody out here kind of shreds. It's just you have to, otherwise, you know what I mean. Like you're just gonna get chewed up and spit out by these trails for sure.
Yeah, because the trails out there, and I've seen. We have buddies in common. You ride with Jeff Jackson,
Hmm.
and you ride with Dan Fields.
Yeah,
From
we've
the
ridden a couple times.
Ride and Laugh podcast.
Yeah, it was
And
awesome to ride with those guys. Got a chance to ride with them out at Desert Bike Trails. And Sage was out there actually too, so that was
oh
cool.
wow, you get to ride with
Yeah,
Sage too.
yeah, that was awesome.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
amazing. Man.
that guy's like so good actually too.
I'm a huge fan of both.
Yeah,
All three of those
yeah,
guys.
yeah. Dan too. Dan's a good rider too.
Yeah, but the terrain out there, it's like if you fall, you're not falling on loam or
No,
moss or
yeah,
nice grass. You're jacked up. I saw that one
yeah,
wreck that Jeff Jackson did, and he hit that rock. Luckily, the rock broke his
yeah,
fall of his chest, and I'm
yeah.
like, oh
Thankfully,
my,
he was okay.
yeah. But I mean, you guys have some serious. What was it like when you first started riding? Was it really intimidating for you, or you just took?
No, I grew up like surfing and skateboarding and stuff like that. And, skateboarding to me is, almost worse. I mean, because, mountain biking, you're going to crash here and there, but not every time you go out and ride, you're going to crash. But when you go skateboarding, it's like, you're going to crash like 90% of the time. And, you're going to try a trick over and over and over and over. And then
Yeah.
maybe when you get lucky and everything lines up, you get to land it like once or twice, so I'm used to like eating crap, I guess, you know what I mean. So like I guess in that sense skateboarding kind of trained me up for mountain biking and got me ready to eat
Yeah.
crap hard on dirt, you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
yeah, it hasn't been without its own fair share of injuries. I've broken my ribs a couple times. I broke my nose. I've broke
Oh,
my hand. I'm kind of got a finger that's still healing right now that I broke in a downhill
wow.
race. So I mean the injuries come, but I haven't gotten, thank God I haven't gotten hurt as bad as I did skateboarding. Yeah, I had an injury in skateboarding that took me out for like, I don't know, like 4 years where
Wow.
I like had like 3 bulging discs. I broke something in my pelvis and it just really screwed up my back real bad.
Ah,
And then, they were telling me I was going to have to get surgery and I was getting those shots in your back and everything
uh-huh.
like that to numb it, and they'd hold out for like 4 to 6 months. And then eventually I started having to do a bunch of like physical therapy. And those guys got me on the right track. And, I opted to not get surgery, even though they told me I was going to have surgery. And, praise God. To me, it's a miracle that I was able to come back out of it because I really, for like years, I would be like in my closet crying, because I couldn't even put on my socks to go to work
Wow.
in the morning. And like,
Oh
so
man.
yeah, but mountain biking, honestly, to segue back to that, it just, it really helped me heal like properly, from
Nice.
all those injuries. Like I was still kind of dealing with it when I first started. And then, just the more and more I kept mountain biking, it seemed like the healthier my body got. And, yeah, praise God for that.
Wow. How now you were talking about South Mountain?
Hmm.
Was it South? Because I hear Dan talking about it a lot on the
Yeah.
Ride and
Yeah.
Laugh podcast. Um, are you close to that, or what trails are you close to?
Yeah. Yeah. So South Mountain's like right in my backyard. I'm only like maybe 10 minutes away from the trails on the west side of South Mountain. And, the west side is kind of like a, really, really nicely kept secret that, has some amazing trails on it that really don't get ridden. So
Wow.
yeah, that used to be kind of like my Monday through Friday. I'd go hit the west side as much as I could. I mean, I was riding like almost every single day when I first started mountain biking. I just don't have
Wow.
quite the time
You
anymore.
got the time. You have family.
But even just like a 20-minute drive to the other side of the mountain where more of the premier trails are, it's pretty close little drive for me to go hit all that stuff up. And that's pretty much where I met all of my initial mountain biking friends, and that's also something that's really special about mountain biking is the friends you meet along the way.
Yeah.
2014, coming out of the military, didn't have any friends. You know what I mean? I was kind of a loner, just me and my family, and there's a little bit of depression and stuff like that comes with that. And I
Yeah.
definitely credit mountain biking to, like really turning all that around.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I didn't serve like you didn't. I don't know if it's proper to always thank you for your service to say that. I always wonder if they're like, okay, I've heard it enough, but thank you for your service, more than what I could do. But I find it interesting that you go back to skating, like people like Mark Hill from the segment, and the outsider Tony the outsider, mountain bikers, great mountain bikers. Steve Caballero,
Oh man, yeah.
mountain biker now.
Sick,
It's funny
sick
to
mountain
hear.
biker too.
Yeah. Oh, crazy. A
Yeah,
friend of Mark's, and I think it's funny that these skaters get on a bike, and you guys already have that little thing that where you have fear. It's already gone because you've been skating for so long,
yeah,
and you've been wrecking. So I find that interesting. I was bad at skating too, so whatever.
yeah, yeah.
Jeff,
Skateboarding is hard. It didn't never came easy. Like, I mean, I wouldn't say mountain biking came easy. Definitely had to
yeah.
put in a lot of work, but it came a lot easier than skateboarding.
A fun fact: Nate is from a smallish town on the California coast where my grandparents lived for many years.
Yeah,
Jeff,
that was like one of the things that me and Jeff bonded over at first. We're like, I was like, Lompoc? He's like, yeah, man, I know Lompoc. I'm like, nobody knows about Lompoc. I just tell people I'm from Santa Barbara because it's just outside. It's just outside of Lompoc.
yeah, it's kind of cool that we kind of know some of the same people, and it's really you talk about all the friendships you've made through mountain biking, all the friendships I've made through a mountain biking podcast. Everyone is so inviting.
Absolutely. Yeah,
They're so inclusive. Like everybody just wants. I'm going to say the word, and everybody knows I hate it. It's all about the stoke.
it is. I mean, that's the only reason to do it is to have fun. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
that's the best thing about it. Yeah, and
I love.
the people are. I mean, it sounds cliche, it's corny, whatever, but the people are the ones that make it.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I went
yeah.
to the Creator Camp thing. Easily the worst rider there. But no one cared. Like I remember I was riding with Run Bike Mike Mitchell, and he was behind me. I go,
Mhm.
dude, go in front of me. He goes, dude, we're not in a race. Let's just have fun. So
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
love that attitude that it's all inclusive, and your buddy gets you on a bike. What was that bike, by the way, that you first bought?
Oh man, I think I bought like the token bike that everybody gets. It was like a Trek Marlin 6 or Marlin 5 or something like that. Yeah, and I thought that at the time, man, I was like, this is a lot of money. I was like, this is an expensive bike. They're like, I don't know what, like 800, $900, something like that. I was like, man, I was
Yeah.
like, my wife was like, I can't believe you spent that much money on a bike. And
Girl,
here we are, like, I don't know how many. I don't even want to talk about how many thousands
Yeah,
of dollars later. Yeah.
I mean, I'd say I'd keep it so my wife doesn't know, but my wife bought me my decoy.
Yeah.
Oh, Mark used to live in Lone Park
No way.
for about a year after college. Gnarly waves there.
Yeah, actually there is. Yeah. I grew up surfing like Kalama Beach, like tarantulas, and I kind of tried to stay out of surf just because it's got I don't know, it's got a bad rep for sharks and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, the waves get pretty big there.
Now, how do you pronounce
Pretty
that?
awesome.
Lompoc?
Yeah, Lompoc. It's a
Lompoc.
it's a Chumash word. I don't. That's like the local tribe. I don't know. You can't tell me what. I have no idea what it means. So
Yeah.
I feel bad.
Not good with places names. So you get like skateboarder, mountain biking, love mountain biking. You were telling me you were an RE ambassador at one point.
Yeah, for a little bit. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I made a lot of good friends.
Less than 5 years, and
Sure.
you became an ambassador.
Yeah, it was for Fazari. It was back Fazari then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think Jeff is actually the one that kind of got me into that. Yeah, when I first started mountain biking, I just I knew I wanted to be a part of something. You know what I mean? I just was like, I wanted to get as deep into it as I could, and being like having a connection. I don't know. When I skateboarded, I had like some loose ties to like skate shops and like a couple like little things like that. And I like when I first started mountain biking, I know like you shouldn't do stuff to like try to get stuff or anything, but I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I was like, it would help out a lot if I could get a little help here and there. You know what I mean? So I could keep this going. And like that was so. I mean, I was open to like creating like partnerships with stuff like that. And Fazari just ended up being something like totally different. It ended up, to me, it always felt more like just like a club in a sense, you know what I mean, of people who all appreciate the same bikes and are all like-minded. And we had like our own chat and stuff where we keep in touch and just talk about a lot of stuff that is neither here nor there or whatever. But you do kind of like form a little brotherhood with all those guys. And then of course they have like the annual gatherings and stuff like that, and you get to go up there and meet a bunch of cool people, meet the owner of the company, and you kind of get that inside look into the industry and stuff like that. And that was like definitely kind of how I cut my teeth in, just like looking at the mountain biking industry, from a different perspective,
Yeah, as products.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Learning the products. Now, and we'll get to your stuff soon. But ADHD, I forgot to tell you. My train derails all the time. So
that's okay.
You part of RE, you get into mountain biking. This is where I was going with your stuff. You do other things as well. You're not just a mountain biker, right?
Yeah. So like, I've always dabbled in art. It's actually like the piece behind me is something I did like a while back. And like, I maybe started out maybe doing more like fine art and like, painting and stuff like that, a lot of mixed media stuff. And then, while I was going to school to get my master's degree, I kind of derailed for a little bit and did some graphic design and got like almost an undergrad in graphic design too. I kind of stopped shy of one class and then went back into my master's degree in business. But I just kind of quickly realized, that's a whole nother story. But I just kind of realized like, you know what, you can either do art or not do art. These guys really aren't going to teach me anything that I don't already know.
You do you when it comes to art, I think.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think I primarily do graphic design now, just because that's what I have time to do. So, do a lot of
like outdoorsy stuff. Or
love camping and, going and shooting pellet guns with my kids and, dipping fishing poles whenever we get the chance. And,
nice.
But, mountain biking is always like the first love. That's probably what got me outdoors the most.
But I'm working my way into your products here. Your shirt.
Paddleboarding.
Stuff like that. Look, you and me, the sun. I live in Miami.
Yeah.
I wear constant. I'm on my boat. I'm in the water. I got UV protection all over me. I'm sunblock 50. I've got the long sleeve shirts on.
Yeah.
You know, friends that don't live here are like, why are you wearing a shirt when you're swimming or snorkeling? Skin cancer.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a
There's
good
a pretty good story about how like Ride Reactive came about.
yeah.
It's kind of a long story because
But
it's kind of something that evolved. But if you want to hear about that, I mean, I can kind of
yeah, I mean
lead in like
that
that.
would be my question is why are you so focused on UV protection with your clothing?
Yeah. Okay. So like, yeah, this is crazy. So you kind of got to go back, like even like you said, like man, you barely started mountain biking, and then you got this RE ambassadorship thing going and stuff like that. I feel like, praise God, I've always had like way more opportunities than I deserved
Mhm.
at any given time with my experience in mountain biking, and through like the different things that I was doing, and just where I happened to be situated, I just kind of seemed to like meet all the right people, and everything kind of lined up organically. And so I started out doing some graphic design for a company here local called Trail Monos, and
Okay.
designed a couple shirts for them. I met the owner Nick out on the trails, and I was like, hey man, I do a little bit of art. Can I do something for you guys' company? I just thought it would, at the time, I just thought it'd be really cool just to see my art in
Uh-huh.
in a medium where like somebody's wearing it and enjoying it and using
Yeah,
it.
that's
You know what I
cool.
mean? And so yeah, he let me play a little bit in their sand pit and design a couple things, and we got a couple things in like Shields and REI, and then you fast forward, I started paddleboarding with a lot of my friends and stuff like that, and ended up trying on a sun shirt while I was out there. You know what I mean? And I was like, man, I was like, this thing's pretty freaking sweet. I was like, it's really comfortable. I was like, I'd rather ride in this than like a traditional mountain biking jersey, because they, to me, feel like somewhat restrictive, and
Yeah.
you still get burnt through them and stuff like that on a long ride. And then also like around this time, I learned that a couple people that I knew that were close to me of getting skin cancer. And
Oh,
then
wow.
that's just when kind of like the ideas just kind of came together. And since I was already doing some things with Trail Monos, I said, hey, I said, like, you guys already got this like cool avenue for selling stuff. You guys already got a solid following. And also I was just kind of thinking like maybe I could get some free stuff. You know what I mean? I was like, why don't you guys let me design some of these sun shirts? I was like, and you guys sell them. I
Oh,
was like, I
wow.
think, and I kind of pitched it to him like that. And Nick being such like an amazing guy, I mean, he totally didn't have to do this, but he was like, hey, he's like, what do you think about me and you just start a whole nother company? You know what I mean? He's like, you be kind of the face of it. He's like, you be the artist behind it and stuff like that. And let's get something going. You know what I mean? And I was like, yes, well, let's do it. That's awesome. I was like, also, I don't have any money to start a company. You know what I mean? So he was like, all right, well, I'll put up, the initial investment, which it wasn't a whole lot of money, to be honest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we launched it, and we came out with our first two designs, and he got his money back like within like a few months. And we've been going since then. We haven't put any additional money into the company.
Interesting enough, because
Yeah.
I saw that my little goofy thing that I do the morning that I did this morning. I didn't know you were co-founder. I thought you were the founder because you're
Yeah.
like face of it. And that's really interesting. I saw Trail Monos liked it, and I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen them on my Instagram. So that's funny just to do that. But that's really neat that
Yeah.
you do. It's not just you. It is
No,
Nick
it's not
from
just
Trail
me.
Mono.
Yeah, it's
What's
also
that?
Nick from Trail Monos. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Friendships, business partners. Look at that.
Yeah, that's just kind of how it all happens, I guess. You know what I mean? It's sometimes you're not necessarily searching for something for yourself. I know, I love that sticker. It's like one of the first ones we came out with too.
Look at that,
It's
folks. Did you design that one as well?
yeah.
So all of the designs are yours.
Yeah, all the designs are mine. I do everything in house.
That's
And
amazing.
we design a lot of stuff for a lot of other great people too. We have our branded side of the business, which is awesome. I love seeing our shirts, out on the trails. I love seeing people wearing them, and that's probably the most satisfying thing that I get out of the company is seeing my art like living and breathing out on the trails and stuff like that. But we make a lot of stuff for for other companies that want to kind of do the same thing we're doing, you know what I mean, or they can benefit from it. So we've worked with lots of different trail organizations, enduro teams, lots of people in the outdoor working industry, like blue collar industries, like HVAC people that I know, roofers. And we kind of promote a lot of those little like custom things that we do on the side as well, to kind of try to help those businesses out and kind of get their name out a little bit too. And that's like something that I've always wanted to do with Ride Reactive is make it something that's inclusive, like for everybody.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like not only can you wear a Ride Reactive shirt, but you can, say you got a group of friends, you know what I mean? And you want to have your own little, your own little trail club, with your own shirts and stuff like that. We do that too.
Yeah, we'll pull that up. I'm gonna pull that up in a second. Mehdi, electric trail surfer or trail pimp. Yo, friends. Hello from North Star. Rode with normal mountain biker yesterday, and he said to tell you hi. Oh, that's cool.
That's sick.
He's a cool kid. I like it. I love Jeff Jackson. Love the Ride Reactive gear. So nice. Z Dub Talk Sports. Good sports talk. Yo, what? Yeah. Okay. I know you got. Good to be back. Brother. And then Dan. Here we go, Danny.
Hey, what's up?
Ears up.
That's my B fam. That's my brother from another mother.
Your ears must have been burning because we were talking a lot about you earlier.
Yeah.
Yo, Johnny, tell him about the wall ride. Wall ride. Which wall ride? I'm scared of all wall rides. Which one? Which one is it? Which one is it? I know there's a couple down here. Oh my gosh, I'm a mess. Anywho, let me pull up his website. I'm a mess. I'm sorry. Which wall ride? Share screen. Here we go. We'll get it. Here's your stuff right here. And
yeah, so those are a lot of the companies that we've worked with in the past, right up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to get it on my screen, my side, so I can see it better.
Man, shout out Arizona Trail Association. Like they're awesome. You know what I mean? That they've raised a lot of money with their shirts that they've gotten from us for trail preservation and access to trails and stuff like that. So it's really an honor to work with trail orgs like that.
This is really cool. You got a whole huge list of people. We got new Finland in the house. Yarno, Fractured Rider.
Yo, he's a recurring. You have some like dedicated dudes that are on him. Okay, truth told, I watched a bunch of your pods today. So I can have an idea of what I'm getting into. But I do see some of the same suspects pop up on all of them. That's cool. You got a dedicated following like that.
Yeah, I'm very fortunate. Yeah. I love Fractured Rider over there in Finland. I appreciate everybody who does this little come in and check it out. And the fact that he's in Finland is
that's sick.
Yeah, it's crazy. I really appreciate you. This is you, man.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah, we didn't outsource the model. We should have. But sometimes you gotta you gotta get things out, and you don't have time to do a full-on photo shoot with the cameraman and everything.
Look at his stuff. You know what I really like about your stuff, and especially as a biker or a boater, you got the hood.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, the hood's clutch. It's nice to wear under your helmet too, as a sweat collector or I don't know. I'm bald, so I always wear a skull cap or something underneath my helmet so my dome doesn't get burnt. And if I forget it, I can always throw my hood on underneath my helmet too, which is nice and covers up the ears and keeps your ears from getting burnt up here and stuff like that. So
now,
that's a nice feature.
Do you do international shipping?
Oh man, you know what? We never have.
Let's try Finland.
I'm sure that's something we could look into. I'm sure we could do it. Yeah.
I just love this logo, folks. Hold on, let me
Oh yeah, I'm stoked. Yeah.
let me just ride reactive. I've got so many stickers that I have to put up here. It's ridiculous. Thank everybody for, but we all have stickers. You got
Yeah.
stickers.
Yeah. So there's like a little hidden like thing in that logo. Actually, it's like a box logo basically. Like everybody thinks
Yeah.
it's a diamond, but it's a box with like an open door in there.
What- what-
Like the re part is like basically
Yeah.
a door opening.
Oh man,
Yeah.
dope logo for sure. Yeah,
Thanks.
man. Hold on. My wife says, please introduce the dog. She heard a dog
Oh
barking.
yeah, I guess that's
We're all about dogs here.
that's Bodie. Hey, hold on, I gotta let him in if you guys are okay with that. Hold on one
MTV
second.
Q&A.
Yeah,
We're
give me
very
1 second.
dog friendly. I've got 2 down there driving me with bark.
Sorry about that, guys.
Whoops. It's your computer, not mine.
Malfunction.
Look at that. He created that artwork up there. How cool is that?
Come on.
Chris Valdez, what's going on, brother? Yeah,
Guys,
it's a dope sticker, man.
these guys are gnarly though. But hey, Bodie, come here.
What's his name? What do you got?
I got Bodie here.
Bodie.
Come here. He'll
What's
come up
Bodie?
here. Come on. Let's see if he'll come up here.
Oh, come on,
We
Bodie.
got Bodie and Aurora. Let's see. Here they're down here.
Oh,
What's up,
okay.
guys?
I appreciate that right there. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a talker.
Yeah, I met Bodie on South Mountain too. Actually, he was like there on a field trip with the Humane Society, and I wasn't looking for a dog when I got him at all. In fact, I was like, "Hey, do we want to add a third dog to the family?" And like my kids are like, "Yeah." And then we brought him home, but it's kind of gnarly having 3 dogs. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I've got 2, and they're smaller than that. I got a
Yeah.
miniature dachshund and a Cheagle, a Chihuahua Beagle mix. He's like 20 pounds. He's my boy. I love them both dearly. Yeah,
Oh,
dog. Man. Yes, dogs are the best. Let's get back to the website here. Now you have all kinds of.
That's my buddy Kyle right there. He's a shredder on South Mountain. In the first
Kyle?
picture, yeah, Kyle Anderson's a stud. He actually helped me a lot with my writing. Shout out to that dude.
Who's this? Is that your wife?
No, that's not my wife. That's man, I can't. I'm brain farting right now. Which
Okay,
really
I do it constantly.
She goes by Fur Runner on Instagram. She's got like a sick like off-road following and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, these and that's like Katie. She's a shredder too. Like she's so good. But a lot of those are just like some friends that I made along the way that offered to help out, with like our initial launching, and we did like a big old photo shoot with Ryan Corliss, who runs like single track hats. He also does like a lot of photography for like the enduro races and stuff like that. Really super cool dude. He's got a cool business you should check out too, especially if you guys need some hats.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd like custom hats.
Yeah, and he's a mountain biker. He used to do. It's cool working with him too, because when I first started mountain biking, he was like one of the dudes I used to watch on YouTube like all the time. He used to do this segment called Strava Saturdays or something like that, and he would go on and just freaking rip some trails on South Mountain, and he's so freaking fast. I think he's still got like the calm. I think on West Natty. Actually, I was just looking the other day. I was like, man, it's like Ryan's fast. It's like a whole 30 seconds faster than me on an e-bike coming down that. I was like, geez, guy's quick. Yeah.
You got an e-bike?
I do have an e-bike. Yeah.
Good boy.
Don't tell anybody.
I won't tell anybody. Nobody's going to be watching this. I'm stoked to have an original Nathan Fields piece of art on the wall in my bike room. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's so sick.
I've seen his bike room. That's all. Oh, hold on. Who's this? Who's this guy? Nathan's a super high level rider, mountain bike gear for riders by riders. I do. I love supporting rider owned companies, man. It's the Panda Dude. Yo, I've been your fan from the start. Nice.
I think he's talking to you. I think he's talking to you. He's probably talking to you. I don't know.
No,
I don't know if I have fans.
Trail Monster's in the house now. You're bringing him in, brother. I think he's talking about you. He's a big fan of your stuff.
Oh, hey,
Panda
that's
dude.
sick, man.
I love the look at the nah, you dad.
Dude, wait, who is that? I don't
That's
know
your
that handle. Who
son.
is that? I must know that. Oh, is that my son?
Yeah, he
Oh,
says,
it is
nah,
my
you dad.
son.
Hey,
Oh
if
shoot.
you are new, you hit that like and
Okay.
subscribe button right now, folks.
Yeah, I gotta subscribe to my son now. Shoot.
Oh,
I didn't
that's
know you
funny.
even had a YouTube. That's sick.
Okay,
What's up,
that's
dude?
funny. Let's take a look at this stuff. Now you did all this. This is
Yeah,
your
yeah.
artwork.
Yeah, so that was like a late night, one of those ones where like, I worked all day, then came home and graphic design till like 2 o'clock in the morning, just to make the dream happen kind of thing. And on the back side of that, that's like if you pull up the back, that's kind of how the back came out. First it was just gonna be like a desert image, but then at the time we were having like a bunch of UFO stuff in the news and stuff like that. And 2 o'clock, half awake, I was like, oh man, it'd be so sick if like the Red Reactive logo was a spaceship sucking a cow up into it. And then I was like, this is the dumbest idea I've ever had. And I was
And
like,
yet the coolest.
let's do it. Yeah. And then like actually that ended up being like a really, really popular shirt that sold out super quick. So it just goes to show, I mean, you don't know like what's gonna hit and what's not gonna hit. Like, yeah.
This is the one I'm gonna buy. This is the one I'm gonna buy. I love this.
I'll see if we have any more left. We might be out. We might have to do a re-release in like a different color or something.
You said you have small, large, extra large.
Okay, yeah. I got a couple left then.
Okay, there you go. We're good.
All right.
Let's see, you've got the unisex collection. Let's go through this. Look at that. That would be sick on the boat.
Yeah, that's a sick one. That was like that was one of our first ones. The first ones we came out with were the white and black ones with the kangaroo pouches. And that was something that was like a little different that I hadn't seen on other sun shirts that I thought was cool. It's just a little quick stash pocket for your gloves or something, or it comes in pretty handy when you're out on the trail, honestly. Like you're, stop to work on your bike, or you got to take off your gloves and take a sick photo of your friend hitting a feature or something, you know what I mean? It just kind of comes in handy. So
now it's more now anti-back. Let's read this. It's comfortable. It's lightweight. It's breathable. Antibacterial.
For sure.
How does that come about? I mean, not like I got bacteria all over me.
Yeah.
We all do, but
I mean, so it's, it's polyester, and like that, those are just the characteristics of a polyester blend of fabric. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think what makes them actually sun protective is the fact that they're woven so tightly together.
And it's 50 plus UPF.
Yep.
Well, what is UPF for dumb people?
Ultraviolet protection factor.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
It's probably somewhere on the page, and I didn't even see it. Look at these designs, folks. And these are the hooded.
Yeah, that one was a design we did specifically for Sedona Fest. Was great. That was crazy. I couldn't believe we had a booth at Sedona Fest in like it was like maybe our second year, just starting our second year of business, and to be at the Sedona Fest, it just felt like such a huge honor. I mean, I've been going there with a solid group of friends that I made. Some of my first friends I made mountain biking. We've always made that pilgrimage up to Sedona Fest to go and enjoy the festivities every year.
And now you have a booth.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like this last time we went up there, it's like we're all chilling in the booth. It's like, this is sick. And the turnout there at Sedona Fest was crazy. Like we had so much support from all of our peeps up here in Phoenix that came out there and hung out. And we were on the down low, we had some beers in the back that we were giving out and stuff. And like we just had a huge crowd in front of our booth the whole time. And like I remember just kind of like looking to the left and looking to the right of the guys next to me, and I kind of felt bad. I was like, we're doing all this business. These guys next to us aren't doing any hardly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it kind of felt bad, but it made some good friends with the other vendors too. They were all super sick. Even they bought some shirts. It was rad. So we ended up like buying each other's stuff. It was cool. It was such a rad experience.
And I'm going to ask you this, and I always say these kind of questions are so newsy, but like you've been going to Sedona Fest, and you fell in love with mountain biking. You've been going to Sedona Fest, and all of a sudden you're there as a selling stuff,
Hmm.
selling your product, and it's getting traction. There's people there to buy your stuff.
Yeah, that was cool.
What was that like? I mean,
That was an amazing experience. It was, because you always have self-doubt in anything you do. You're like, oh man, we're just a new company. We're going to go there. Like nobody's going to know who we are. Nobody's going to care. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. And it ended up being like so different than that. You know what I mean? Just like all the homies, especially came out and supported and hung out and, bought some shirts and even like Steve from Hardtail Party came by and,
oh wow.
Yeah, he's rocked a couple of our shirts, which is really cool. He's big on the sun shirts and stuff like that. You'll see him wearing them all the time in his video. Not necessarily just Ride Reactive stuff, but he's a big big promoter of wearing the sun shirts when riding. And him and Dusty Betty stopped by and did like a little cameo thing for us, like did like a little shoot for us. I mean, it was just a huge honor. Like one like I felt like I was like undeserving of for sure. You know what I mean? And it's just really cool.
Man, that's amazing. Justin Ferreira. Yeah. Hey, what's up? Gosh, it's been a long day. So one thing about podcasts, you're like doing the work all day, and then all of a sudden you're like, gotta be on.
Yeah.
I can't read. That really is amazing that you just, and how long ago did you come up with this again?
So 2024, sometime in 2024.
Just last year.
Yeah. So I mean, technically, I guess we haven't really been in business for 2 years yet. Yeah, we've only filed taxes once. So.
Oh wow. And no numbers, but how are you guys doing? Is it a nice little like extra?
Yeah,
no, I mean, but you're like, what I'm asking, I guess, is
it's worth it. Yeah, we're gonna keep going. I mean,
I
feel like this is just the beginning of it, and I'm really hoping that we can grow it into something that's, not just a local company, you know what I mean, out of Phoenix, but something that's a little bit bigger, that's branched out like across the US, you know what I mean? That's what I see as like my goal long term. Is it'd be really cool if we could grow it out. So
what I'm saying is it's getting some legs. It's getting some momentum.
Yeah.
Only being like a year and a half.
Yeah, definitely. And the custom sales, I think is a big part of that. Like branded sales are great, and we see our stuff everywhere out here locally, and that in and of itself is just so satisfying to see. But it'd be cool to be able to go to, like, I don't know. I mean, I imagine like maybe when the guys that started Vans or the people that started like any other branded company, like when they first started seeing their products like out of state, they go somewhere and they see somebody else wearing their stuff. It's you're like, hey, whoa, that's cool. That's my stuff. You know what I mean? And I think that part of it would be really cool. It's definitely, to me, not, I'm not money driven with it. Like the goal isn't to like make a whole bunch of money or anything like that.
Are you
just to have fun?
Now, I guess Danny said something about seeing, there's the mountain bike gear for riders by riders. I guess someone said something earlier, but what's it like to go out there and you're riding and all of a sudden that's my shirt?
Yeah, that's to me, that's the best part of it.
Not one of your, like, from someone that's not your buddy that just was supporting.
Yeah, no, honestly, that's the best part of it is just seeing it in the wild. That's probably where the biggest source of joy for me is just seeing other people enjoy it, and I hope that they're having like a really positive experience with the shirts. I know I have personally, like they last forever, and they're super durable. And to me, it's I don't want to ride in anything else. I'm obviously a little biased, but but I'm hoping that they're having the same experience that I'm having with the shirts. Now
I'm going to ask people in the comment section that be honest. Is it comfy? Because riding clothes can sometimes you can get something, and it's you got to be comfortable when you're riding. especially when it's hot out. And I know everyone's going to say it's comfy, but this is really cool. I could actually get my MTB Q&A logo on your product, on your shirt.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So that's like our little that's kind of like our little pricing chart there. And like right now, you know, I mean, like it's showing you like a number of colors and stuff like that. But in actuality, like the customs that we do we can print anywhere on the shirt. They're sublimated. They're not like screen printed, or they're not like DTF transfers. So we can do the entire shirt. I mean, inside the hood, outside the hood, you know,
oh wow,
the entire shirt in any range of colors that you want, any design. And then I usually help people out with the graphic design too. I haven't been charging people for like my graphic design services, like on top of like what the shirts cost. So we provide like a huge value to our end users on our custom side. One, because our prices are so friendly, you know what I mean, and we offer the bulk discounts. But I think another big part of what we offer is access to like a graphic designer, you know what I mean, who's going to take your ideas and turn them into like a tangible product.
Yeah, but Mark,
I'm falling apart over here, guys.
He's a mess, folks.
The dogs. Since I let the dogs in, that's I'm blaming you. Like I let the dogs in.
It was my wife. Mark said he never tried them, but they look comfy. The customs are also sick. Yeah, you can get a segment one. You can get a segment one. I can get an MTB Q&A one.
You know, actually, Nick was telling me, he's like, "Hey, reach out to those guys from the segment." He's like, see if we can get those guys to do a shirt. He's like, that would be sick.
Yeah, he's a much better podcaster than I am.
I don't. Let's not do that. Let's not play that game. Let's not. Like,
okay, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Mark is a mentor and a friend of mine. But I love. You also got the F Cancer shirts.
Yeah, because I mean that was like, that's our roots. That's a big part of why we got started. That's the number one reason was that I wanted to get into it, was to maybe hopefully like prevent some people from getting cancer down the road, spending so much time outside. We don't really think about that. I know, and I I don't know, maybe I'm a little bit of a conspiracy nut, probably here and there, but I also think slathering your body with like a bunch of chemicals is not necessarily a good fix. And I think that if you can cover your body with something that your body's not absorbing, that's not toxic, you know what I mean, then like that's a way better alternative. And it's just just way easier just to throw on a shirt and cover up than it is to remember to apply something and reapply something. And you know, I'm totally agree with you. I've got all kinds of shirts, long sleeve swimming shirts for the boat, because I'd rather just wear the shirt than slap on all the SPF 50 and 70 and whatever. Don't know what it, and that stuff I really don't think is good for the environment anyhow. You get in the water, it kills reefs and stuff like that. It's not good for the environment. Dan says super comfortable and high quality designs are unique and cool. Yeah. Dan, I'm going to need to see you in one of these shirts soon. Dude, Dan's a big supporter. He rocks his all the time.
Nice.
Yeah.
But just ride or die. I just like how subtle your artwork is too.
Oh, thanks.
There's something about it. It's just like, look at that. There's just some cactus with some shadows. It's not like all up in your face.
Yeah.
Burning skull. And it's
we try to make it something that like you could wear anywhere, you know what I mean? Where you're like, my idea was to kind of do things that like you could wear out on the trail, and then, you know, you go and have lunch afterwards with your buddies, and like you don't feel like a big old dork. You know what I mean? Because you're all plastered like a NASCAR, you know what I mean, or something like that. Yeah.
Look at this. You got a skull cap. I could not wear that here. It's so humid. I need my head to breathe.
They're awesome, man. I can't ride without one. I mean, it's hot as heck here. I can't ride without mine, especially being bald. It soaks up a lot of the sweat. Yeah. And
it's so humid here.
You give it a shot, man. I'll send you one.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
The arm sleeve things. I think that's really cool. That like if you're just
if I'm being totally honest, I actually don't really like our arm sleeves that much.
Oh,
That's like out of all of our products that we came out with, that was
yeah.
probably, and I'm just gonna be honest, like that was actually like my least favorite thing that we came out with. They to me they always slide down. They don't really have anything to like really
Okay, they
hold
don't
them
have
up.
that little bit of grip, that little bit of rubber strip.
Yeah, yeah. I think if we ever do them again, I wanna like incorporate something like that, like that little rubber thing
Yeah.
that you're talking about. That would be a huge improvement on those. Uh,
Women's white hoodie. Honey, if you could comment, do you think something like that would be sweet to be on the boat? Oh, that's nice. I like the
So
black.
so the women's ones, we didn't get a lot of traction in like in women's, like selling women's shirts. So
Really?
we haven't re-upped on any like women's cut shirts. We can still do them. We can still provide them as like a like on our custom side, but at the for now we don't have like any
Mhm.
plans to come out with any new designs at women's. And I'd like to see more women mountain biking. I'd like to see more women out there doing it, and but it just doesn't seem like the market's big enough.
Get together with my friend Mia, the Women's Mountain Bike Network.
Yeah, I think I met them at Sedona Fest as
Sedona,
well.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's just subtle. The little cacti
yeah,
in the, is it
yeah.
cacti or
I'm actually wearing
cactuses?
that one right now. Yeah.
Oh man. Here's what I'm gonna bring up is what I really like about this is the prices, folks. This is ridiculous. And in good ridiculous.
Yeah, for sure.
$45 for a UV protective hoodie with a
Yep.
wicking fiber, lightweight, breathable. Uh, that's I've got Columbia ones
Yeah, they're like
that are
60
well
bucks.
over $50, $60 a pop.
Yeah.
You guys are $45 and you get a hood. You got to pay
Hmm.
extra normally with a hood.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
you guys,
I think like when we cross compare with like other brands of similar quality, yeah, we're well under their price point.
that's amazing, man. I am really, really impressed. And I remember I was like, you sent me this stuff, and I started looking, and I get the stickers sent a lot, and I'm like, I gotta look at this because I was following you, and I'm like, this is really cool stuff. Like, and it's not just really cool stuff. It's that was it for me, the price. And then I was like, I got to get this guy on because okay, here we go, folks.
Yeah, mountain biking's expensive enough. We shouldn't have to spend an arm and a leg on our
Yeah,
gear too. Yeah, that's Kyle right there doing his
that's
thing.
Kyle. Hold on, let me do something. Let me step this up a bit. Hold on. Let me remove this. Hold on, I'm still learning how to. Where did
And
it go?
those pictures of the Topo hoodie, I think Jeff might have took those pictures when we were out on a night ride.
Here we go. There we go. Here's the Instagram, folks. Here's the Insta. This is who are all these kids?
That guy's super cool. He's always rocking our stuff. He's out running races. I don't want to guess at his age, but you know what I mean. He's a grown man, and he's out there killing it, like
So
running
so
like
you
some super long races.
you met my buddy Josh, Fat
Jo-
Lids.
Oh yeah. He's super cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love. Yeah. Oh, that's Jeff Jackson right there.
yeah.
I'm reading it now, but I'm like, oh, I recognize the face. You hooked up with Fat Lids. I love that. Josh is a great guy. This is the
Yep.
one. This is the one we were talking. Oh, he is wearing your shirt
Yeah.
when he
And actually,
that rock broke his fall.
I think he's wearing some gloves
Oh,
that the gloves
yeah.
I designed for trail monos too.
Oh man.
That was like my favorite trail monos glove too. I mean, I think it's pretty sick. Oh, that's cool. That's something my daughter made me in art class
Oh,
for Father's Day. That was so cool.
yeah, there's Josh.
Yeah.
There's Josh. Outdoor MTB life, mountain
Yeah.
biking life.
Yeah, he's good peeps. He's got a cool local brand too.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I think Rob Drew's rocking a Fat Lid with
Oh, hold on. That was our boy right there.
oh yeah, so that was
That's Sage and that's Rod and Left. That's
yeah, that
Sage
was
and
that ride I
Dan.
was talking about.
This is so cool, man. This is really. Hold on. That's not. That's. It's. I just find it really neat when riders like yourself get so involved with it. They're like, I want to come up with a product. I want to be a part of this. I want to kind of give back, and I want, like, we're talking about Josh with Mountain Biking Life, and there's my buddy Brett Hall with Unspoken, and there's so many others. I just think it's neat that you get so into it.
Yeah.
That you're like, I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
I
And
want to put my mark on mountain biking.
I'm hoping our outreach, goes further too. We try to we do give back some of our profits to the Children's Foundation. So that's one way that we kind of live up to our core values, which are community preservation and outdoorsmanship. You know what I mean? But I'd like to do more like trail maintenance, maybe under the Ride Reactive banner, maybe in association with like Haas Trail Alliance or something, and maybe some cleanup on the river, stuff like that too is another great way I'd like to get out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wanted to get to that, is right here. In advance, thank you in advance for our shopping with Ride Reactive. For every item sold, you guys give back to the Phoenix Children's Foundation. Wow. So you're not just a dude who, like you said, you're not driven by the money. You're driven by giving back to the community.
Yeah. Yeah. This isn't like a full-time job for me. You know what I mean? It's more of a passion project. I'd love for it to be a full-time gig. You know what I mean? If it could grow to that, that's ultimately goals. But, just like, we're in this because we love doing it, and because it's fun.
Yeah. Some kid that you may or may not know says, "What's your personal favorite shirt and or hoodie?"
Man, that's tough. Shoot, I don't even know. Let's see.
Come on, you can do it.
You know what? The one I ride, the one I probably ride in the most is probably the one that has the alien ship on it. It's probably that one, or I catch myself riding a lot in the digital camo one too. I like that one. I like that one a lot.
I'm going Cal.
I also like the black hoodie. I like to wear that a lot too. I mean, I don't know.
I'm going with Cal.
Yeah, I'm racing this weekend, and actually, I was kind of like thinking about which jersey do I want to ride in. I don't know, but there's also some custom ones that we did that I really really like too. My buddy, a good friend of mine here in Phoenix, owns a off-road shop, and he got some made. It's Truck Accessories Plus. He's got 2 locations here in Phoenix, and he got some custom shirts made. And we went kind of wild on his design because I wanted to make something that was like more like the off-road kind of genre. So he's got like all the brands that like he sells inside his shop, and like it's like a cool like mountain bikes or cool mountain scene, and like with like tire tracks leading to the desert, and then his logo and stuff on there. Like that shirt's actually pretty sick too. And then cool. I didn't design the Arizona Trails Association one, but I think their shirt's pretty sick too. And then and then we just did some for Florida Trail Association that I just shipped out. Yeah, so hey, I don't know if you're familiar with Florida Trail Association if they're in your area, but they the lady Trisha was telling me that they have a bunch of chapters out there. So that I'm assuming that's a really big trail organization out there in Florida, and
must be up north.
Maybe, but they got some sick shirts made recently. They just did 2 different styles of shirts, and they brought in their own artists to design one of them, and then they let me design the other one. And I think they both came out really sick. I love how their shirts came out, and I'm hoping they're getting them soon. So I'm like, I hope they're really happy with them too. Yeah,
they're getting them whether they like it or not.
Yeah, they're coming.
I just made one from Custom Ink. I was going to wear. I never even wore it yet. It's the wicking fiber, and it has my logo here, and it says subscribe on the back. How the custom ones, like if I just sent you my logo, what's the price on something like that?
Yeah, so we have like a tiered pricing kind of thing based on the quantity that you buy. Our minimum order quantity is like 10, so it's really easy for people to get in. They're a little bit more pricey with the fewer you buy. and they drop off pretty quick the more you get. But at like say like a small batch, for 10 of them, they'd be like 35 each.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
but then I think if you get over like, I think if you get like over 50, I mean, I have to look at the pricing list. I don't have it
It goes.
memorized, but it drops down to like maybe 25, and then
Okay.
just keeps on dropping down until like, I don't know, if you got like 1,000, they'd be dirt cheap.
$3.
Not that cheap, but they'd be pretty dang cheap. Yeah.
Mark says, dude, we would be happy to rock your shirt and wear it for a podcast and YouTube video. Awesome.
Absolutely.
There's this kid and he seems like a really nice kid, Panda dude. He would like to know what's your favorite part of mountain biking?
Oh man, I think I like the fact that you can never master it. You know what I mean? You can put your best into it every single time you go out. Like when I go out, I always have something that I kind of want to work on, or something that I'm seeing like a little chink in my skills that I can make better, and like it's like you can just keep on chipping away at that forever and ever and ever, and you're never going to be a master, but
Yeah.
you can be the best that you can be, like if you really focus on it, and I like things like that where it's like you just keep learning and growing, and it's fun and challenging, and there's always something, like some obstacle you have in your mind that you want to conquer, what I mean, that you've built up like this, and then you can go out and conquer it and slay it and be like, oh man, I did it, you know what I mean? And maybe you don't do it, maybe you fail, and then you have to go back to the drawing board, but you're like, hey, you know what I mean, I'm gonna get this eventually, you know what I mean? There's always that thing you got, that next thing you want to do, like whether it's just a little jump or jumping over a cliff or jumping over a ravine or something, wherever you're at in your journey, it's just and that's the cool thing about mountain biking is, like, and everybody's on their own journey, everybody gets different things out of mountain biking, everybody has like something they like about mountain biking. Maybe somebody's like, oh, I'm the corner master, I just love cornering, or somebody's like, I just love jumping, I like doing T-bogs, whatever it is, you know what I mean? Everybody's on their own trip, and it's fun to conquer those things on your own, and it's fun to watch your friends also conquer those things. And like that's I think that and the community is probably my two favorite things about mountain biking.
I really didn't know so much about this community until I started doing this podcast. Buddies and I would just ride, and now I just ride by myself, but I've created, like, I can ride with people down here now that have been on the podcast and stuff. I've made such a community out of it. I think the community is a huge one, because I'm not like you and Dan, because I know Dan and Sage on their podcast. I was just listening to one today on the ride home. They're focused,
super focused,
and it's all about they're the gurus of mountain biking, if you will. They're the positive energy and the progression and the blah, blah. I just go ride. I'm just there to clear my head, get the week's dust and chaos out of my head. And that's what I love about it. But it's right what you said. It's different for everybody, but we're all there for the same reason.
We're all there for the same reason. Absolutely, yeah. Those guys, I love their podcast too. The Ride and Laugh podcast is awesome. Yeah. Like, shout out to those dudes. Like they're always like sharing knowledge, and they're so humble about it. Like their approach to mountain biking, and like I think the funnest thing about watching their podcast is it's like you can kind of see, like, watch them like learning and growing, and they're talking about things and kind of figuring things out, and it's super relatable. You know what I mean? That's a good podcast too, man. Yeah, check out the Ride and Laugh podcast too.
Yeah, check out, if you don't know Ride and Laugh, I know a lot of people here do.
And to your podcast, I was like watching your podcast, and I was like, this guy has a lot of interesting people on his podcast. Like I watched one with the comedian guy, and the mountain biker everybody should love, and stuff like that. I watched a bunch of those, and I was like, man, this is a really good podcast. I was like, why does he want me on?
Because I love supporting people like you, man. I want to get the word out, man. Not that you need my word, my help. It seems like you're doing very well, but I just think I like what you got going on here, man. It's really cool to know that a rider wants to get so involved that he created something and to give back and be a part of the community. It's amazing. But yes, back to these guys. Hands down, it's fun because they're just two buddies just yapping.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I got to say, with Sage's laugh and Dan's goofiness, it's just, folks, everybody like and subscribe, everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
Just everybody like and subscribe, everybody.
Yeah,
now,
for sure. And those guys they're not putting up a front. Like what you see is what you get. Like that's them.
Yeah. And they can back up what they're talking too, because I
for sure.
He's now a coach, and Dan and him together. I've seen so many videos of them riding. Okay, hold on.
Dan crushes it on the climbs. Whew.
Mark wants to know how do the long sleeves feel in the summer and or winter for the SoCal weather, which is very good because I know long sleeve down here. Yeah,
it's a little muggy. Yeah. I mean, I guess it probably depends on the humidity. I think the shirts do shine more probably in our climate here, like because it's dry. You know what I mean? But they are moisture wicking. They do draw the sweat off your body. So if you are sweating a whole bunch, it is going to wick that away. Yeah. But I think in some climates, it doesn't really matter what you wear. Like you're going to be uncomfortable. When I was in the military, I traveled around all over the place. And I lived in the South for a while, and I remember living there, and it doesn't matter what you wear. No. You know what I mean? In that climate, like you take a shower, and then you get out of the shower, and then you immediately feel like you need to take a shower.
Yeah, that's me here. It was 86% humidity today. I went to Wisconsin. It was 50 degrees, and it was so cold, but it felt so good for me because I walked my dog this morning after I showered, and I was just dripping. It's just so long sleeve, but that's why I like the Cal, the Alien
for
Cal
sure.
one.
Yeah,
short sleeve.
I'd probably rock a short sleeve. You know what I mean? And if we get those arm sleeves figured out, I've always thought that would be nicer on hotter days, like to wear like a short sleeve and then have the arm sleeves. I don't know. To me, it just feels like you'd have a little bit more airflow with that.
And then when you're done, you just rip those off.
Exactly. Yeah. But I think the shirts are going to perform well anywhere. I mean, I wear them in both hot and cold. Here in Arizona, we have a little bit of everything. It's obviously it's high desert, dry and hot here in the valley, but I go up northeast to like Sunrise Ski Resort all the time, and it gets chilly there, and it's a nice base layer too.
Yeah.
I wear them every time I ride. I think they're awesome.
Your product.
I mean, I would be honest though, if I felt like there was something better, I would ride in something else. If I thought there was something better, I'd start selling something else if I thought there was something better.
That is funny though. Like you don't have to. I mean, yeah, you kind of do got to ride your own stuff, but the fact that you ride your own stuff means you like it. It's comfortable.
Absolutely, yeah.
As riders, you don't want to be uncomfortable. That's the last thing you want is your body to be uncomfortable when you're too busy focusing on everything else.
Yeah, so like I said at the get-go, I wasn't trying to start a company. I was just trying to get some free shirts that I could wear. You know what I mean? Like I just wanted to wear the shirts. That was all I wanted at the very beginning.
I'm a little upset that your boy from Trail Manos isn't watching, but I'm sure he already knows about
Nick will check it out. Yeah.
I'm kidding. Yeah. I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I know you got 16 dogs and a family to get through. And you're probably hungry and want to get to eating something because what time is it? It's about dinner time.
Here it's 6:10.
6:11. Yeah. I didn't have time today, so I pulled out. I do 10 rapid fire questions. They're never rapid fire, but I like to ask, and I just pulled them out from someone else's because I didn't have time to write anything down today. Would you be up for doing 10 rapid fire questions?
Absolutely. I think I can do better than what was his name? What was his name?
Lossie.
Yeah, I think he only got through like 2 or 3 questions in his. I'm just striving to beat his.
He's a comedian. He's a great guy. He's a great guy.
That's a great episode.
Didn't know he was going to be a mountain bike influencer, but he was goofy enough and became like
big.
Lots of followers. Okay, first one. And join in, folks, in the comment section. Favorite breakfast food?
Oh man. Okay. See, now you hit me on that. You hit me in a hard spot because I'm a fat back. I love all food, but I gotta go breakfast burrito. I guess maybe like yeah, like a nice breakfast burrito, some bacon and eggs, some avocado, like a nice maybe a nice nice like fresh homemade salsa on top. Yeah, actually, on my Instagram, my personal Instagram, that used to be like 90% of my stories was like cooking breakfast. So
I love a breakfast.
that's a place that hits close to home for me.
I love breakfast. That's my favorite meal of the day, and it's always like eggs. But I'll
love
put
eggs.
a little eggs, a little chicken,
Oh,
cheese,
so good.
and I'll put salsa and sour cream on top.
Oh my gosh. Have you ever had like a like chilaquiles with like a couple chilaquiles, or like when you take like basically like tortilla chips and then you put them in a pan and then you add a bunch of like you can use like enchilada sauce or something like that, you know what I mean? And then you toss it in that and you add some cheese and stuff like that, and then you throw that on a plate and then maybe a couple over easy eggs on top. And then if you want to really step it up a notch, I think like if you put it all on top of a nice bed of like what do you call it? Hash browns, like some nice shredded crispy hash browns. Like, oh my gosh. Whew, that's living right there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's so good.
I'm drooling all over myself. Is it on my shirt?
So that's a good one too. Yeah.
I'm using that recipe, sir.
That's a good one.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
But the hash browns, the shredded hash browns.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're so good. Yeah. Those are my favorite. Those are so good.
I love those. I'll make.
Breakfast is tough because like there's so many good ones. I mean,
so many good ones.
Man, just some like do it like a grandpappy did, like some SOS. You know what I mean? A little corned beef hash, some toast, and some over easy eggs, some hot sauce.
Here's your son: breakfast sandwich with over easy egg, avocado, bacon, toasted bread.
Oh yeah,
bagel seasoning.
Yeah. You know, he's becoming a good little chef himself, and he can whip it up too. Yeah.
Told you they're not rapid fire.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, breakfast food for all night if you want, because
we could just do a whole episode on breakfast if you'd like.
I love a shrimp omelet. What is something you wish you enjoyed more of?
Oof, man, I wish there was like 30 hours in a day so I could really do everything. I wish I rode more lately. I haven't been riding as much. I wish I was riding more. But solid time with my kids. Just doing nothing. I think doing nothing. I wish I could enjoy doing nothing more.
Oh, good answer.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about how long it's been since I've been on a bike.
Yeah.
It's been since I've been to Wisconsin, which was a few weeks ago. I just haven't had time, and the weather, I get home and it's raining. And so, yeah.
You have this like recurring, thing that you do with podcasts. Like it's always there. You're always trying to figure out who's the next guy. What's the next thing I'm going to do? That takes up a lot of time.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. And sometimes I was playing a DM tag with somebody and timing and blah, blah, blah for a few weeks. So you work on that. And then all of a sudden you're like, okay, we just can't do it. It's not going to work out. So yeah, podcasts are difficult, but they're fun. I got riding buddies if I go to Arizona now.
Oh, for sure. You better come out and shred, dude. That'd be so fun. Yeah.
Shred. That's cute. Me and shredding. Like I said, describe your best sandwich. Holy cow. This is a food one. This is a food one.
Best sandwich, man.
That was a good one.
Okay. So yeah, you asked this question to somebody else, and I actually had time to think about this one earlier today, but I think maybe like a really, really good torta. I don't know if you know what a torta is. It's like a Mexican style like sandwich. But yeah, you take a burrito roll, and then usually you put like a little bit of mayo maybe on the buns, and then you toast them. You know what I mean, and get them nice and crispy on the inside, and then you get like all the accoutrement inside. Like you get carne asada, some beans, guacamole. Maybe like some of those pickled pink onions, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. Some sour cream, and then
gosh, you guys got good.
God, I don't know what else goes in it, but like those are those are next level. And then probably like a nice salsa on it and stuff like that.
Nice.
Oh my gosh,
Oh man.
those are stupid. Those are stupid good.
See, we don't have a lot of Mexican here. We have a lot of Cuban here.
Ooh, nice.
Very,
Those
very,
are good. Those are good too. Those are good.
Nathan's
Nice.
all about
Nice
the
Cubano would be
Southwest
good too.
foods. So all about the Southwest food, so authentic.
Oh, dude.
Live Reactive restaurant.
I just want to go eat at it though. I don't want to have to cook.
So we can start a food truck, put it at the trailhead.
Dude, that's just going to take away from riding even more though. You know what I mean? But you know what? There's a spot that like has a lot of this good stuff right by South Mountain called Hillside Cafe. They're pretty dang good. You can catch me over there after any ride.
Subway bread said son said Subway bread with turkey, salami, pepperoni, mayo, mustard, hot sauce, and Swiss cheese.
Sheesh.
Yeah, we don't have the Southwest vibe down here. We got the Cuban vibe. If your life, oh my God, I can't read my own handwriting. Can you impersonate a celebrity?
Oh man, I wish I could do. You know what? I wish I could do Macho Man. You know what I mean? Because then I could feel it, but I can't.
Yeah, my throat's gonna. I'm gonna call.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can't do it though.
If your life had a theme song, what would it be? That was the question.
Oh shoot. If my life had a theme song, what would it be?
Mine would be do 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 do.
Yeah, that's actually the first thing that came to mind. That's crazy that you said that because that's exactly what I was thinking. But I don't know. I could give you a band that I like.
Okay.
Red Clay Strays been really playing pretty heavy in my playlist right now. They got a song called God Does. It's like, I mean, I didn't cry on the way to go ride one time while I was listening to it. That didn't happen. Yeah, I wasn't sobbing. That's all. Yeah.
Golden Girls, thank you for being.
You're crying.
You're crying. Thank you for being a friend. It's a good song.
It's a good song.
We don't know. It's a good show. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Favorite bike growing up?
My favorite bike?
Did you have a favorite bike growing up?
You know what? My grandmother, when I was really, really young, I got hit by a car when I was riding like a mountain bike or something like that on my way home from school, and like totally ruined that bike. And my grandmother took me to the bike shop, and she was like, "This is like the craziest." Like she was like, "You can get whatever bike you want to get." And there was some, like, looking back, like I kind of wish I would have got like this other bike. I think it was like, I can't remember like if it was like a red line or something else, but I ended up getting like a GT, and it was like kind of like a freestyle bike because I just didn't know any better. And I just saw all the things that it did, like the handlebars spinning, like, you know, and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, I'll get that bike. But I think that's probably my favorite bike growing up because my grandma bought it for me.
That's awesome. That is so, I got to share this. I've shared this before. That was my favorite bike growing up. The Murray Firecat.
Oh, dude, that is sick.
Look at
That's
that.
a sick bike, though.
How come I can't get I can't. It's not pulling up.
That seat right there, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was like enough. That's enough real estate where you could get like your little crush, like from the neighborhood on the back too. And you go.
Oh, that's funny. Your little crush on the back. Going on the waist.
Yeah, dude, that's
Don't
sick.
wreck, Johnny. Don't wreck.
Slow down, and then you're going faster, so she holds on tighter. You know what I mean? Legit.
If you could write a message to your future self, what would it say?
Ooh. Keep going. It's going to be worth it. You know what I mean? I think whenever we're doing things in life, and we don't see immediate results, our thoughts always shift to like the negative, and then we start to question what we're doing. But when you keep like that consistency going, and you keep doing what you're doing, like even when it doesn't make sense, you're paying your future self for your efforts. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I mean, my wife's just right. You'll never be younger than you are today. But it's true. It's really deep, man. You got deep because you don't what you're doing today.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. you don't know. You don't know if like the fruits of like your labor are going to ever come to harvest. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Especially not in the moment. And that's something that like, you got to push through. So, and I think when you do find the traction, like, to like keep going, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you're going to fail 1,000 times, but you only truly fail when you quit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If you keep trying, then you didn't ever fail, because it's not until you quit. That's when
Really.
you failed.
I feel you, man. I love that so much. I've wanted to quit this actually in the beginning when I first started this. And you know what? I stuck with it. I had faith and I had friends and support. But I really think that's, you only fail if, like you say, that's a bumper sticker. It's a T-shirt.
For sure.
You, you
For
only
sure.
you only fail if you quit.
Yeah.
I'm
And I
not,
think what you're doing is great. And I don't think you should stop at all. I
oh
think
no, I'm not.
this is just the ground floor. You keep going, man. And sky's the limit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
You're doing a great job.
Do I have 1 million subs? Am I making? People ask me if I'm making money doing this. I'm like, no, it's just a passion project.
Yep.
It's just
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
It's just fun to do. Whatever. I don't want to take up any more of your time. Is there anything that I didn't touch on that you'd like to get out there with Rod Reactive?
Uh,
Great
I don't
price.
know, man. I can't think of anything. I mean, I think that I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably think of something later, and I'll be like, "Damn, why didn't you say that, dude?"
What's the future with Rod Reactive? Where do you see this going? I mean, do you already have some designs cooked up
I mean,
that are
honestly,
coming out?
I'd like to do more than just sun shirts. I mean, I'd like to have like somewhat of like a lifestyle brand, I guess.
Mhm.
Like in the future, where I mean, I'd really love to do other gear. I mean, as we grow, I mean, like I have some really cool ideas that I'm just kind of holding like close, that I don't want to like really talk about, because I'm like, they're such great ideas that I don't want anybody else to do it. But you know what I mean? Yeah, definitely. I'd like to do like some more riding gear, like pants, shorts.
Yeah.
I know we're coming out with like a new hat soon. I'm in the process of like
Okay, cool.
getting samples for it right now. That's going to be a sick hat that we're coming out with. I'm like so pumped for that to come out in the near future. And then probably some collaborations with Trail Monos, doing like maybe a shirt and glove combo coming down the
Nice.
line in the near future. And then just, yeah, I don't know, just we'll see. I'd really like to be able to have a little bit of everything, though: socks,
Yeah.
pants,
But there's
shirts.
nothing right this very second in the pipeline. That's
Yeah, the alarm's going off. That's my security system.
my dogs
Yeah.
just started barking.
Yeah.
Joey Yates in the house. The other half of the segment.
Yo, what's up, dude?
Got to get some of his shirts and wear them on the podcast. I know I'm going to order some when we get done, because the price is too good. $45, really?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm stealing from you.
Oh yeah, and you can save 15% with Ride or Die 15. So anybody listening to the podcast, if you want to save 15%, Ride or Die 15, check out.
You're going to give a discount code on my podcast?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome,
go for it.
folks. Man, get on there now. I'm going to have to post that part tomorrow, and you lose all kinds of money.
Great.
Oh,
that's all
awesome.
right. More people rocking Ride Reactive. I can dig it.
So what's the code again?
Ride or Die 15.
Ride or Die 15. You get 15% off of I'm on
Yeah, all
it.
caps.
All caps. Ride or Die 15.
Yep.
Nathan, I can't thank you enough for coming on. I've been on somewhat of a hiatus. I haven't done one of these in a while, and thank you for being patient with me. Little rusty.
Dude, thank you for being patient with me. This is my first podcast ever, and a lot of nerves going on this one for sure.
They didn't show, is what I'm going to say. You talk better than me, and I'm the one who has the.
I'm like, there we go. There's the evidence. Yeah, a little bit of.
Well, dude, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you, folks. Ride or Die 15% off of all this great gear that he has. Thank you all for hopping on and joining this live, and thank you for listening to afterwards. All his information is down in the description. Again, appreciate everybody who watches this. Nathan, appreciate you, man.
Dude, thank you for the opportunity. This was a huge honor to be on your podcast. So thank you very much.
Now, do you guys have a motto?
Well, so like ride or die is kind of like our kind of unofficial one, but then like our main like core values are the community preservation and outdoorsmanship, and that's like something we strive to stick to, for as long as we're a company, for as long as we can continue to be out there, Yeah,
all right, man.
Definitely ride or die, what I mean?
Ride or die, and remember, if you can, go get your bikes dirty.
Yeah.